What's good, YouTube? Itachi from Itachi's World, and also 1/4 of the Unlucky Negroes. I'm here to do a DDD deck profile. Um, this has been a long one coming in the making. I was supposed to make it. I tried to, didn't upload, so I'm doing it again. This is just not. This is not a competitive build. This is just my fun build that I had for like quite some time. And it's like post, what's it, Soul Fusion and all that nonsense. But just a playful, a fun deck. Let me know in the comments if you think this build's good, if you think it could be worked on. Tell me what you think you would switch things out with. But this is just my build. Let me know in the comments you like it, subscribe, and let's get into it. First, we're going to start off with the 3 ofs and the 3 ofs of Pendulums. The first 3 of is DDD, Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok. He's a great 3 of. You got to play him at 3. He has a great effect to where if he normal special summon him, you can special summon 1 DDD monster for your graveyard. If he's a Pendulum Zone, you can do the same thing. You just take 1,000. In the Pendulum Zone, also his ability to tribute a DD monster and banish 1 monster in your opponent's field. So it's a good card. Must play 3 of this. It's just a go-to. Then 3. DDD Servant Kepler. This one it's summoned. You could literally get your Dark Contract, or you could get a DD monster out of your face up in your extra deck. But you usually just use it for the grab and the Dark Contract, so you can get to your Dark Contract with the gate fast. He's also a good Link Karibo target. If you can special summon him out, get him to make Link Karibo after you use him for its effect. Must play 3 of. It's really a good go-to level 1 monster. The next 3 of Pendulums is 3 DDD Sir Copernicus. The DDDs do a lot of things in graveyard, and to have an extra Foolish Burial-like card in your deck is always great. It lets you dump a DD card into your graveyard. So you really want to play 3 of this. Also, you could use it as a scale if you really need to. You really never Pendulum so many DDs, but you could just possibly have that in there. This, like I said, you usually just use it to send a card, to ditch a card from your deck to the graveyard. The next card is 3 Thomas. Thomas might get bumped to 2. I like playing 3 at first because, I was trying to do some XYZ plays, but he might get bumped down to 2 because I don't really use him as much, but I'm not sure yet. He's been really fine for right now, but he's also good for like that level 8, like that big level, so where you can get your big fusions out as well. Some of your big fusions out with his level as well. But also he grab a Pendulum on a monster out your extra monster zone with his effect in the scale. So that's always good. Now down to our 3 elves that are non-Pendulum. 3 DD Swirl Slime. Swirl Slime is just great. Like literally fusion from hand. And also his graveyard effect to banish, so you can special summon a DD monster. That means you just special summon any of them. It doesn't have no restriction on what DD monster you special summon from your hand. Just great card. You want to either have it in your hand or in the graveyard, literally. Like I said, fuse and special summon, and it's not once per turn. Both of those you can use both of its effects in 1 turn, so you really want to have it. Next 3 of Lamia. Lamia is just the GOAT. Lets you do your synchro plays. You can get her on the field just by having her in the hand or graveyard. You get to like literally send a DD card or a Dark Contract and special summon. Also, if you like brick, which usually this deck never breaks, but if you do break, you can have it set as a 1900 ass. So, on to our, now it's just a 2 ofs, but there's only 1 2 of, and that's DD Necro Slime. Playing Necro Slime at 3 was just, I saw it too much. It got cloggy and inconvenient. I think 2 is a good ratio. Pretty much, you probably could even bump it to 1. There's just ways to get this card to the graveyard faster than pretty much anything, but I have it at 2 for right now. I think 2 is a good ratio for at this moment. Now to our 1 ofs. I play 1 Doom King Armageddon. Armageddon I might bump to 2 if I take out the what was it called? If I take out the Pendulum monster, I was told, what is it? Thomas. If I take out 1 Thomas, I might bump him up to 1 more because he's really good. He can't be destroyed by cards that don't target him. I think they have to target him for him to destroy, so Dark Hole won't work on him. Big good 3,000 as if another DD monster is destroyed, I think he gains whatever that attack is. So really good all around card. So I might bump him to 2, not sure yet. I play 1 Leonidas. Leonidas is just in the deck just to be in it. If you don't want to take damage for one of your contracts, you literally can gain it by special summon and stuff like that. I think he does the same thing to Pendulum Skill. I think he like destroys itself and you don't take the damage. So Leonidas is in here. DD or Oris. This one right here is a really good card. I might bump him back up to 2 as well. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how I change the extra deck. If I bump him up to an extra one, he's really good. Tuner monster. Also in the scale, he's a good popper. So you could like pop a dark contract or something like that and literally destroy a spell and trap on your opponent's field. So I'm thinking about bumping him up to 2, maybe 3 if I change the extra deck. But for right now, I only play him at 1. Next card I play is DDD Ghost. Ghost is alright. You get it to the graveyard, it lets you help you also send more cards to the graveyard. Also, if you banish him, let's say if you use Necro Slime, let's say you use Slime's effect and you use Necro Slime and him and made a fusion, his effect will go off and let you return one of your banished DD cards back to the graveyard, so you can put Slime back in the grave or Necro Slime back in the grave to reuse their effects later on in the duel. Also, he's a tuner monster, so you could literally use him for synchro plays as well. Like if you can get Genghis out, you can play a regular Genghis and then have him out and literally synchro summon to level 8. So that's always good. Another one of us, DDD Vice Typhoon. That's another reason why I said I don't play Necro Slime at 3, because this is literally like a bigger version of Necro Slime. I never use it as normal effect to normal summon and do all that. I literally just use his engrave effect to where you can use it to sync fusion summon. The reason why I like him on Necro Slime is all that because he lets you get to Flame High King Genghis also, because you can fuse him and another one and make Flame High King Genghis. High King Genghis, you need a level 5 or higher Fiend monster, and this literally can be used. One of Lilith. Lilith is just in the deck just to be in it. You could probably switch her out for pretty much anything, but use her for her return effect. You could get a DD card out of your graveyard, and I think you could also get a DD Pendulum monster out of your extra monster to put it back in your hand if you actually really need it. But you can pretty much switch her out for pretty much any DD monster, if anything. Now, that's all the monsters. Onto our spells. I play 3 Dark Contract with the Gate. You have to play 3 of this card. This is literally your go-to card. It's your search card. Literally you can search any DD monster in your deck, so you can search pretty much any DD card in the deck, period. All Dark Contract that effect where you take 1,000 burn, but with DD set up, you could pretty much not really worried about the burn too much. But this, you have to play 3 of this. It doesn't matter if you're playing a DD deck and you're not playing 3, then something's wrong. Literally want to search. Next 3 of us spells, I play 3 Allure of Darkness. Allure of Darkness is never dead in his deck. Everything in his deck is dark. Good plus power. You never really worry about stuff that gets banished. There's ways for you to return some of your banished stuff if you really need them. But pretty much I play 3, pretty much almost like everything you really need. So like you're really never going to go without it. So 3 Allure of Darkness. I only play... That's enough for the 3. The only 2 I'll play as 2 trade-ins. I thought I had 3 trade-ins at one time, and I think it kept getting cloggy, so I think I bumped it down to 2. But trade-in's really good. I play enough level 8s for it to never really be that dead in your hand. And I think this is better than Pot of Desires. A lot of people play Pot of Desires over this. I'd rather play this over Pot of Desires because I'd rather have my DD cards in the graveyard than banishing top 10. So... one Dark Contract with Swamp King. It's searchable. You don't really need it. You can fuse enough in this deck, but this is just like if you really need that extra push of a fusion, you could just literally use this and fuse monsters in your graveyard as well, not just your hand and field. So, a little thing I'm running, Dark Contract with the entities. It could go off. It's not a bad card. Literally, if you fusion summon, you gain 1,000 synchro. That synchro can't be targeted. XYZ. I think if you XYZ, it banishes. You can banish a card on the field or the graveyard, and if Pendulum, you could draw a card, discard a card. So it's really versatile in this deck because you could literally do all the summonings. So this card's just in there. You could probably switch it out for something else, but it's literally an alright card. 1 for 1 for your Kepler. You want to get to Kepler or Lamia, something real fast. You look at this if you don't want to waste a normal summon. Foolish Burial. Like I said, DDD's play off graveyard. Literally, you can send pretty much anything in your deck to the graveyard. So this is like always lively. Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn's at 1. Why not play it? Bring back a monster if you just can't special summon something back fast. Pot of Acquisitiveness. This is a new card I just put in the deck. I had a Burial from Different Dimension in the deck that lets you return 3, put it back in the graveyard. But this right here lets you return 3 banished cards, put it back in your deck, and then draw a card. For right now, I'm just testing it out. I haven't used it since I've got it. It's just literally been in the deck. I'm trying to test that out. But sooner or later, I'm going to try to test it. And let me know if it's better than... All right, I'm back. My bad about the cut. People bothering people. But my last card was Dark Contract with the Witch. It's a good card. It's another contract card. It lets you pop a card. I think it lets you discard 1 DDD. Or Dark Contract card. You can pop 1 card on your opponent's field. And then during your opponent's turn, you gain 1,000. Let's see what's the... All fiends you control gain 1,000 on their turn. That's the end of the main deck. Onto our extra deck. Start off with fusions. I play 1 Flame King Genghis. Genghis is great. You summon if you special summon a DD monster, you can literally special summon 1 DD monster out of your graveyard. I only play the 1 of this. I had it up to 2, 3, but when Flame High King Genghis came out, he was just way better. I play 1 D Arc. Dark, literally gotta play at least 1. It makes it so on the field. Any effect damage you would take, you gain instead. Sorry I keep stopping. It's just so much going on in this house. But next fusion, 2 Flame High King Genghis. Fucking GOAT card, dog. It's literally the best. Takes a level 5 or higher DD monster and a DD monster. It does the same thing Genghis does, but it does it if you normal or special summon a DD monster. It literally special summons 1 out of your graveyard, and it has the ability to negate 1 spell or trap once per turn during either player's turn. So literally to go. I thought about bumping him up to 3. I just haven't felt either the room, or I feel like 2 just suffice. But 2 High Flame King Genghis. 1 Beowulf. Just there if you really need him, like if you need to deal with some spells and traps during step by phase, he can destroy all spell traps. Also, he gives the abilities to all DD monsters. He can make it to where they can do piercing damage. So really good card. 1 DDD Super Ding King Purple Armageddon. You could either play him or the other Wave Abyss Ragnarok. It's really up to your preference. I like this one. I love this penal version. This makes it to where if an opponent attacks a monster, it makes it to where their attack goes back to the original attack. So that's always good. And it also, I think that's pretty much it. And it's literally just a really good card. I don't do his pendulum effects and nothing like that, but it's just like a really big stick. It's really want to use it. On to our synchros. I play 1 Dust King Alexander. Special summon D, you can just special summon level 4 lower DD monster. Literally, you could probably extend your plays a little bit. Just to play the 1 of. This deck can synchro summon, it doesn't do it as much. But I just only play the 1. It's literally just for the whole special summon 1 back. 1 Siegfried. Siegfried's really great. Literally it can negate spells and traps as well, which negates until the next standby phase. And if it gets destroyed, you get 1,000 for each dark contract you have on your field. So I guess it's like there just in case your dark contracts would probably kill you next turn if they destroy this. So you literally just gain life points back, and then that's pretty much what he do. On the last synchro, 1 Crystal Wing. Crystal Wing you can make. It's just I don't really make it often. It's one of those things to where you can go into it if you have the Lamia and him on the field. You literally make Crystal Wing if you really want to. I really don't go into it as much, but he's there just in case. On to our XYZs. I play 138 Hope Harbinger, Dragon Titanic Galaxy. Literally a great card. Literally each spells, makes it to where your opponent has to attack it. All around a great card. Making 2 level 8s in this deck's not hard. So literally you could probably make this first turn with ease. So Play one of that. I play one DDD King Cayuga. Cayuga's just, I love Cayuga. Hits field. Your opponent can't activate anything. Everything's negated. It can destroy all spells and traps on the field. Also has an effect where you could attach one and add a dark contract back from the graveyard. So literally all around powerful monster. Literally, you can literally make this like you feel like your opponent has some things set to deal with, like attacks or something. Literally make this and just either nuke the field or literally just swing, and just a great card out of it. The last XYZ is DDD Super Doom King Dark Armageddon. Love this card. It's easy to make, but not that easy. You at least have to have two DDD monsters, but either way, it's really good to make. It protects all pendulum monsters. So if you make the fusion pendulum, another pendulum, you just have like this to protect them from card effects. So you have to destroy by battle. Also has an effect where you detach and you can destroy as many monsters on your opponent's field as equal to the number of pendulum monsters you have in the field. So if you can get a couple pendulum monsters on the field, this really can like clear fields if you get enough pendulum monsters on the field. Really good card. Now on to our links. I played 3 Link monsters, 1 Link Haribo. Link Haribo is literally just the best in this deck. You play enough level 1s to where it's always alive. So you can literally keep bringing it back over and over again if you really, really need to. It's really good to start off your like your Link combos and stuff like that. I play 1 Wee Witch Apprentice. Everything in his deck is mostly dark. Everything in the deck's dark. Extra deck mostly dark. The only thing I think of the extra deck that bothers me that's not dark is Flame King. You can see fire. But this is literally in here just to, like I said, extend your plays and stuff. Always a real good card. And the last Link monster I play is Deco Talker. Let me know if what you think I should take out to bump up the links. I'm thinking about putting more links in here. I'm just not sure yet. But Deco Talker is just literally an easy card to go into. You literally can move it, like just get your Wee Witch over here, and you can probably move it over here, make the Deco Talker, and then extend your extra deck plays. But that's pretty much literally why he's in here. And that's literally the whole DDD deck. And it's foolish and stuff, literally. It's a fun deck. Like I said, it's a fun deck to play all around. I think when it comes to all around, it's a fun deck. When it comes to a side deck, I really don't have much of a side deck. There's literally cards you could pretty much put in. I had this instead of Wee Witch at a time. Just I also played this instead of the Pot of Acquisitus. This if I want to do more synchro plays, stuff like that. So like you literally pretty much side anything in. Like I say, you can play that over the other fusion. Another Flanking Gigas if I want to play 3. Another Ouroboros, like I said before. Night Howl, I was running that for a little bit just to see how it would do. But if I want to go for more of a synchro play, Muhammad can help with XYZ summoning. Well, not much of a side deck, just extra cards around. But if you like my DDD deck profile, let me know. And also let me know if what you think I could change, what you think I can change an extra deck or main deck. If you like it, give us a like. If you don't like it, leave us a like anyway. Let us know in the comments what you think about it. That's the end of the video. Itachi from Itachi World signing out. Peace.